Just in time.
Oh, shoot.
Drowned in a moment like this. Cast a dream past the veil, it won't exist. Secret nights tucked away that come to light. Cast a stone, activate your fight or flight. A tattered shell of who you are. It's locked away, you've gone too far. Trust you can find in anyone. You can't pretend it isn't. I can't remember all the times you showed me where to surrender. Surrender all the life you owe me. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is by to what you say. Trials lost in moments when pushed away and set up to
Crooked Ways, a moment to borrow, one of our absolute favorite bands here on the program. Why am I hearing it again? Oh, hang on a second. Alright, so TV by Blasson. I can't find it. Alright, Crooked Ways, a moment to borrow. Outstanding little number there, and what a horrible beginning that was. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wednesday night, and I do not lie, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Wednesday night, 100% live. This is the Yo Show, and I did not lie when I go into a lot of podcast sites and heavy metal music sites and content creator sites. And I found Jossalyn, asked her, she was like, "Yeah, let's try that. I'd love to try it." And I'm like, by the way, I suck at this. So there you go. I am Jeff the Short Paridi. With me tonight, making her first appearance here on the Yo Show as a guest co-host, which we love. Let's give it up for the lovely Miss Jossalyn Rosalski. Jossalyn, good evening. How we doing?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me. Happy to be on.
We're very happy to have you on, and don't be afraid to just shout it, man. Get out there. JD Wolf, one of our great fans, here every episode, gives you a yo, and he already approves. So, thank you for doing this. For me, I'm happy to have you on.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be
And
on.
great. We met
Thank
up.
you for having me. Yeah.
Sure. We met up a couple days ago here. I said, let's do a trial run. And you were appreciative. You're like, okay. And we both came on like kind of slumming. And you said, I'm going to look totally different come show night. Then we had this little discussion, and I've had it with Jewel too.
Yeah. I was
Men and
full
women.
bum mode. Sorry you're cutting in and out for me here.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry. Let me. Internet
No, I
keeps
think it
going
might be
on.
my connection even possibly.
Okay.
I think we're good. Sorry.
We'll work through it. But we talked about men and women getting ready. Like Jules always like, you don't understand. It takes me about an hour to get the makeup and the hair. And I'm like, I throw on a hat. So Jocelyn said the same thing. She said, okay, almost ready. Got the makeup done. Finishing the hair. Doing like, oh yeah. I threw my hat on backwards, put a little mousse in my beard. Ate dinner. I'm on my second beer. Vaped. Printed out notes. And here I am. So advantage men, correct?
Good to go. Yeah, for sure. I started getting ready at like 6 o'clock, 6:30, and just got done 10 minutes before the show. So just in time.
I feel bad for that. I do. I really feel bad because Jules like you just don't get it. I'm saying it is the best beer in the business, but still, like I get it ready
That's
for work. Thank you. I get it ready for work, so all I have to do is put a little extra in there, just kind of pat it down, and away we go. We got a great show lined up, and when I do the guest co-host thing, I try to get people into something they enjoy. And I've seen Jocelyn in great pictures, all these different concerts, festivals, and the harder, more aggressive sounds. I'm like, how about a metal night? And she's like, yeah, I'm down. Did her research, did her homework. Tonight, 8:30 this evening, we welcome Who They Fear to the program. Very excited about that. Are you a fan?
exciting. For sure, yeah. I started binging their music as soon as you like let me know about them, and I really like their newest release, the Backstabber song. That one's really good. Parasite was really good. I saw they have this one Equinox. That one hits really hard too. It's definitely more of an aggressive sound, but like yeah, metalhead vibes. I like that.
I like that too, and I like the fact that you enjoy it. And
Sorry if you're okay. Good.
it looks like a little like it looks like your voice is ahead of your lips, which is perfectly fine. Like I said, we'll make it work. What I'm gonna do real quick, I'm gonna run down the bottom and
Hold on, it might
scroll.
be.
No, I think now you're back in action. But I'm gonna scroll down the bottom Jocelyn's sites because she's got a
I was
great
wondering if like too
YouTube.
many devices are connected to my Wi-Fi. We'll
Now you're actually
see.
good. Now you're back on.
Disconnect
Oh,
everything else
trust me.
besides my laptop.
A few months back, my wife had her sister living
Maybe
here,
that was
staying
it.
with
Who
us.
knows?
My wife had her sister staying here and three kids, and then me and my wife. So there was like probably about 15 devices going on at a time, and every week I do the show, just watch the. I'm like, oh. So I get it.
Difficulties. Yeah, understand. I'm sure it happens all the time
Yeah,
on here.
it does. And like we always say, like instead of life happens, we say live happens. So if something gets, something goes a little awry, we laugh it off. We keep going. We press on. We've been doing it for 8 years. Don't bother me. Bothers me a little
Figure it
bit,
out.
not that much.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, like I said, down the bottom, I'm going to run Jocelyn's YouTube, her link tree, and check out her
Oh,
content
thank you.
creating. And absolutely check it out because you're fantastic. I was watching something today and just having a blast. You're a natural. And I said that too. I'm like, yeah, I think you'd want to do this. You're such
Thank
a
you.
natural. Like, nah.
Yeah, I'm still like learning how to get into like yeah the podcast stuff for like this live show is still new for me. I used to go live on TikTok here and there, but then like I fell out of it just because yeah, like you said, the live so much can happen. It's really nerve wracking just knowing you're being watched and you can't control that environment. But like you've said before, it can be exciting. I started out doing just like makeup little videos online, as I'm sure you saw, but then over time I've just evolved into doing like lifestyle and crazy concert clips and sort of trying to do a little bit of it all.
I like that. And I think, from my standpoint, now we're polar opposites age wise and um,
Yeah.
sex wise, male, female. So everything about it is totally different. But I think more videos featuring more of that awesome work you do with the eye makeup. I think it's incredibly cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you do you want to zero in? Let me
Thanks. I
see if I
want to
can
do
blow it.
like some more full face stuff.
I'm gonna blow us up real
Sorry,
quick.
didn't
See
mean to
if it
cut you
comes. That's all right.
off.
Can
Well,
you get
thank
it?
you.
Not as much. I did the blow up. Jewel hates the blow up. She's like, yeah, on my face. I'm just trying to get the because the
Well, it
makeup
just
work is
depends on
awesome.
like which look you pull up. I'm like, oh, we'll see. Yeah, I've done so much. Like I turned myself into the nun. I've turned into like a snow leopard. I know like lately I've done lots of just basic eyes for concerts. I haven't had a chance to do anything like crazy transformations, but I have some contacts that I've been saving and hoping to do like I dream whenever time. But I just don't even have like a vanity to do my makeup at like most people do. They'll have like, a little
Yeah.
chair, a little desk. I just have my bathroom counter. And so I just
Oh my
stand
god.
there for however long it takes. And sometimes it'll take like a person for like 13 hours. And yeah,
Wow.
that was an insane Van Gogh Starry Night sort of thing. But yeah,
So I give you
I just
all
like the
the
variety of artwork and makeup, I guess.
I give you all the more credit then because a lot of girls have the setup and like my wife's got a little like vanity set up, nothing special, bright light and does her thing, and I see a lot of girls do that. So for you to say you stand at your bathroom counter blows me away.
Yeah, thank you. It definitely like kills the body over time. The knees, the back is like aching, but dedication.
My God, that is dedication. I did this thing a couple minutes and I'm like, ah, my back. So I feel that. I forgot to mention tonight. Jesus, did I do this? Tonight around 8:30 tonight, we do welcome the band Who They Fear. Picture of the guys there. And like I said, they got a great new song in Backstabber. We're going to play here in a minute or two. Little screen sharing. My man Vince from American Mosh Pits is in the house. American Mosh Pits is watching. Better not screw up. No. So Vin from American Mosh Pits, I'll let you know, um, scored this and helped me get the band tonight and put in good work for us and open the gates like they do for a lot of these metal bands. We're going to be hanging out with them this weekend too, by the way, Jocelyn. Some live video stuff. Kind of up your
Nice.
alley. If you were closer, I'd say come on out. But anyway, it's
I
Rock the
know I
Mountains.
would.
Oh my gosh, it's we're going Saturday. Rock the Mountains, Buck Cherry, Any Given Sin, Saliva. The big one that we're gonna play a song from them. I think to close out the show tonight. Cody Parks and the Dirty South. A lot of great stuff. You're a festival girl. You're a concert girl. Is this up your alley? Is this something that you'd be down for? She kind of did a freeze. Either froze or lost me. Gosh, so kind of lost Jossalyn, but we'll take the.
No,
Oh,
my,
you're kind of in and out. Okay, so you're there and here and there. We're working it.
I'm so sorry for that. It's the
That's
Wi-Fi.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. If it gets like to the point where you freeze after a few minutes, take yourself out and then bring yourself back in. If it gets real bad, and then sometimes that like makes
Okay.
it different. If not, we'll just keep going on.
Reconnect. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I hear you. Whatever it takes. That's
Yeah,
it.
sorry about that.
Live at Mo. Trust me. You said you were watching some of the episodes. If you went deep back, a few years back, when I had that like cheap little like 2 cent little thing that I got from like Five Below, and it sounded like absolute shit. Trust me, we have been there. This is
You
nothing.
got to start where you can. You're right.
Agreed.
Well, thanks.
Agreed. So, Vin from American Mosh Pit said he's home if we need a backup plan. Because last week was just a non-point on Thursday, and they didn't make it. And that's where me and Jossalyn started doing a lot of talking. She said, what a bummer. Like, what do you do then? You just talk through it. So trust me, if that happens tonight, you're going to do a lot of talking.
Go to Plan B. Yep.
Right? You have to. Let's play a song. Let's do it. You said you enjoyed it. I know I enjoy it too. It is one of the brand new ones from tonight's guest, Who They Fear. It's called Backstabber, and it's freaking cool, and I love it. And Vin, I got to apologize to Vin. Usually I do his metal pick of the week, something we're doing new, and for some reason I can't open the video. I can't even open it. So next week we're back with Vin's metal pick of the week. Love you, Vin. In the meantime, enjoy Backstabber, the new one from tonight's guest, Who They Fear. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Jeff and Jossalyn bringing you Wednesday night, the Yo Show. Enjoy. We'll be right back.
Backstabber. I've been waiting for a long time. Make up your mind. Are you willing to run of it? Will you stay here forever? Walk away. 'Cause I can't take much more. The damage can't be undone. There's nothing left to say. Just walk away. You took what you could from me. You couldn't take anything. There's nothing left to say. Just walk away. Begging for another chance. Second chances never last. All your lies in my head, running circles and getting. I can't take much more. The damage can't be
was friggin' outstanding. Get that little round of applause. Backstabber by tonight's guest, Who They Fear. Be on around 8:30. Jossalyn, what'd you think? I know you told me earlier what you thought, but
Love that
tell
song.
everybody what you thought.
Yeah, I really like it. I was reading an article that the band shared earlier, and it was like this link to a website telling about like what the song was about like if a friend backstabbed you. I'm sure we all have obviously been wronged by at least someone in our life, a partner, a friend, whatever. So I feel like we all have something to relate to with that song, even if you don't quite understand what the lyrics are. I think that's what everyone like that I hear doesn't like about metal. They're like, oh, I can't understand it. But if you really listen, you can get the point of it.
A lot of people say that if you can get a hold of the lyrics to a lot of these metal songs,
Sorry if
you'd
you
be
can't hear me again.
shocked. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Is the question.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
I can hear you. All
Yes,
right,
I'm
there we go.
good.
All
I'm
right.
just making sure now.
I got you. Because my
Good.
internet flies back and forth. But like, I've heard people say if you can get your hand on the lyrics to a lot of metal songs, you'd be amazed how well you relate. So it relates to more people than just like
Hmm.
people like us. I can hear everyone. Thank you. And this, like, I get jealous of this.
Cool.
And we're supposed to have a Q&A session, and I just kind of went right into your links and all that. Like stuff like this, you hear people say, "Living your best life," and living life to the fullest, etc. Look, this is the epitome of a picture of a human being in supreme happiness. Where was this? Tell us something about this. Tell us about your concert going because you're a pit girl. I've seen you get black eyes. I've seen it all. Tell us a little something about this.
Yeah, so this was day one of Upheaval Festival. My mom was like, "Are you holding a beer there?" No, it's actually a Red Bull, just in a cup of ice. But
Caught.
yeah, this was day one of Upheaval. I dressed up for the funeral portrait. I did like a little purple and green theme because this day they opened it up and I crowd surfed to their song "Suffocate City," and then I saw so many bands there that I loved. I'm already like forgetting who all was there that day. The Plot and You, Architects, Rob Zombie finished out the night. Day two we had Falling in Reverse. Yellow Wolf was there, but his set got cut. I know that was a really unexpected
Oh my
set
god.
appearance there that people were like either all for or against being at Upheaval. The Black Eye that you mentioned, I got that actually oddly enough at like an EDM show, like my first little EDM show that I went to back in February. That was for
Oh
an
wow.
artist named Jessica Audifred, and then another artist named Ronan. He is from the Grand Rapids and Ohio area. He was there too. It was during one of his pits that I got the Black Eye, and yeah, it was still a fun time, a great little memory from it. A little bit of pain goes away.
True. And I've heard of Ronin. The other one I don't know, but I got to look into it now because I got to see what causes it. Now, you correct me because I know there's a friend of yours who started following me also, and she was saying how I go to concerts with you, you lead the way. Are you in there banging? Are you
Oh,
moshing
Hunter.
and just yeah? Like, are you like taking on the big boys?
I love to, yeah, just get in the pit and like represent the women. I don't know, maybe it's like the
Right.
feminist in me, but I always hear them like, men, open up the pit, boys, let's open up the pit. And I'm just like, well, I gotta get in there too, even though I'm not a guy. And so, yeah, I just get in there, I ram the people, I let out that like bottled up aggression that you have. I feel like everyone obviously has some pent up emotions. So lots of
Sure.
people are like, I don't understand moshers. I don't get why you do it. But like once you actually get in there and you let it out and you let yourself look silly and just have fun, you sort of kind of understand it. I got addicted right away. And now I'm just like, I got to get in that pit.
That's kind of beautiful. How it more or less. I don't say it was a calling for you, but kind of like you felt peace there, where my wife sees him and she's like, "Oh God, no!" And she always pulls me away because I've had heart surgery and all that crap in the past, so I got to be careful. And she'll take me by the back and say,
Yeah,
like, even if it's
you
like a
do for sure.
person, right? Even if it's like a 10-person pit at a small place, she's like, "Nope." So this Saturday at Rock the
You
Mountains,
never
yeah,
know.
she's terrified.
I definitely like every time I'm in there, I always have my arms like up in an X because I am scared of getting another black eye or broken nose. But you just got to keep your head on a swivel and you'll be okay.
Are there unwritten rules? Because I know as a guy, and I'm married now, but as a single guy, I would never try to hurt the women, especially in the face. That's like this is sacred
Hmm.
territory. Are there unwritten rules?
No, I don't think so. I definitely, whenever I get in there, people feel like I can see that they're not wanting to hit me because yeah, they see a girl get in there and they're like, "Oh, avoid her." But then I feel like, "Oh, whatever, free range." Then I just sort of kind of like spin whatever and try to like two step, look silly again, just have fun with it, get lost in like I like the drums a lot of music, so I just like, get lost
Same.
in the drum beat and sort of stomp around, whatever,
I
have fun
like
with
it.
it.
And our buddy Zach, who is another big mosh pit guy, calling out some of the best. And we got to get you down our way sometime. PA, New Jersey, Delaware. Hang out with the American mosh pits and Zach, and see how we do it down here. I can't run with these guys. I ran. We saw Stitched Up Heart Wednesday 13 in a small venue. Crowd wasn't huge. The pit might have been about 8 people, and I still managed to get punched in the face and dropped and had a swollen lip for days.
Dang,
So,
that's rough.
Brett, I guess that's the rule. If you're going in the pit, don't hold them back. My woman will never get in the pit, so I don't have to worry about that.
I luckily
Which is
just convinced my boyfriend to get in the pit with me at the last show. He was all wary about it. So my
really.
boyfriend sounds like your wife. Yeah, funny enough.
Well, you might have put that the wrong way. If he's watching, we love you, buddy. It's like, no, my
Maybe.
boyfriend sounds like your wife. But she's very protective, and
No, he got in there. He got down with me. Yeah.
that's pretty cool. So he was new to it, and you introduced him to it.
He said he's gotten a pit before, but yeah, he just was like, oh, I don't want to get hurt too. Yeah, just was worried about injuries, which is understandable, of course, because yeah, you can like break an arm, break a knee, you never know.
And I hate to sound like a wimp, but just don't hit the face too. Like I may be a guy, but don't hit the face. That's the word,
Yeah.
the face, the mouth, the nose, the
Hmm.
eyes. You know what I mean? Ugh.
Always hurts. Yeah, never easy.
That is pretty amazing, though. That you dig in and get so much down into it. And at what age did you first hit the pit? Because I knew for me, I was late in my 20s, and I even thought twice about it back then. How young were you? Because I've seen little kids now pit and crowd surf and all that.
Yeah, they're always up there. My first like real metal show wasn't honestly till like 2023. So like yeah, it's been
Oh
pretty new
wow,
for me within the last year. I think yeah,
welcome.
like probably in yeah 2024 is when I like
Wow.
started really getting into it, but now it's just like an obsession. The concerts are obviously something to look forward to and just get out and you actually see like the same faces even in different cities. Like I always see the same people. I don't ever know their names, but I'm like, hey, I saw you at that show. I saw you at that show, and now I'm just starting to make this little community of concert friends.
I like that, and people say like some concerts you'll see photos of. Oh, I met my favorite online friends for the first time. We do it here too. We
Hmm.
have bands come on, and we finally get out and see them. And we're like, this is freaking cool. Like this is the band that was on the podcast. Community, indeed. That's a big word. Um, Cat Ramsey don't like no punches or kicks pulled either. Ain't that right? Well, there's different scenarios. What is what is the worst that has happened to somebody that you've clashed with? Oh, bedtime to freeze. I was all about that
What is
question.
the
Oh, there
worst?
you
I'm
go.
sorry, you cut out. Yep, my bad.
Oh, that's like kind of going back and forth. What
I
is the
heard what was the
worst?
worst.
What is the worst kind of effect or injury or something that's happened to somebody that you've clashed with?
Um, at Upheaval, I had some dude come up to me and he was like, "Hey, were you crowd surfing during this set?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're cutting out a bit here." I luckily
Yeah,
don't think I've injured anyone too bad for myself. Yeah, I try to not hurt people because I feel bad, of course.
I'm with that. And like people say to me, like, do you actually go and bang like that? Because we were watching them at work the last couple of days. Everybody's going to YouTube and putting on like moshing videos, American Mosh Pit's YouTube page, and like you see hundreds of people just charge at the center, and they're like, "You're not in that, are you?" I'm like, "Of course." Meanwhile, I'm really not. But I'm like, "Of course I get in there. That you know what I mean? That's me." Meanwhile, I'm like, "It's some scary looking shit." Um, what's the biggest? Can
It
you
can be. Yeah.
estimate the big? Can you estimate the biggest pit you've ever jumped into?
Um, hmm. I really liked the Beartooth hometown show in the
Mm,
Columbus this past January. That one, they actually just put out the live recap from that like 12 days
yes.
ago on YouTube. And actually, at like the 13-minute mark, sometime you can see me front row there with a couple of my friends hanging out and just jamming. But hopped in the pit there, and that one was huge. They had this band open called Boundaries. I know that they're also from the East Coast. I forgot which state exactly, but they're over there somewhere. And they go really hard. I've seen them 3 times, and that pit was brutal because everyone in there, they were like, I want to see blood. And I'm like, that you got to be
Oh,
really
jeez.
wary. I never want to get into those type of pits because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to break a leg. Exactly.
Right.
So, but yeah, that one was probably like the biggest aside from, um, hmm, yeah, the Upheaval Festival ones. But I know even that's like a small crowd. Everyone was saying that's really small because I've never been to Incarceration Fest or Sonic Temple. I really want to get to those
Right.
eventually, but
Oh,
I
Giants.
honestly am like a fan of small shows. So I'm not sure if like the bigger crowd would be for me because I feel like it could be really overwhelming, but I'm gonna have to try it one day. I'll obviously experience it.
That I actually never thought of that. Like I like smaller venues too, and seeing bands in an intimate setting, if you will. Yeah, come on out, dude. Come down from Minnesota. But the bigger ones, like I'd never been in a massive. Well, I was many years ago. It was White Zombie, Pantera, and the Deftones opened. Deftones weren't very much of anything. They opened, went off without a hitch, and then Pantera comes on, and I mean anywhere on the floor at this arena over there in Camden, New Jersey, anywhere on the floor, you better start swinging because people are just coming nonstop. So I've been to the big
It's
ones.
everywhere.
I did okay, I guess. But it was funny
Gotta
because I
stay
seen
alert
you.
there.
Right, oh my God, head on a swivel, like I always say too. Now I seen you do some touch-up work on the black guy with your makeup videos. Do you have a full proof plan to block up the black and blue?
Not really, no. I'm honestly not the best at color coverage like that. But yeah, you just gotta do use like the opposite color of whatever the tone is at the time. Like if it's red, you gotta use a green to sort of like block that shade and
Oh wow.
just use like color theory in art to,
I'm taking
yeah,
lessons because after Saturday I'm not sure what I'm gonna look like. So
cover it
take
up.
lessons.
And then just top whatever green or foundation or concealer and replace it half once. I'll have to deal with that often.
And Zach, don't get me wrong. I mean more like not so much your town, like up that way in the 717 way, etc. Down here in Philly, you don't really have a lot of mosh shows, metal shows. Philly is kind of phased out a little bit. So upstate PA takes on all of it, and the scene in upstate Pennsylvania is phenomenal. Have you ever been around this area? Have you traveled out?
I have only been to the New York area, but yeah, I have not
Okay.
been to Pennsylvania or anywhere else. But yeah,
How
pretty
does
cool looking scenes I've seen.
how does metal and mosh throw down in New York?
I actually I was never there for any mosh event or like concert events. So the Samsung trip when I represented them for a class trip. But yeah, I've never gone to any concerts in the New York area. That would be cool to see how they work over there and like all the different venues. Obviously, I like to travel and just check out the decor, the architecture, I guess.
I'm with that. I'm always curious how that works out for others. And our good friends from the band Whalefall are in the house. Hey guys, they're going to be on the show in a few weeks, so thank you for checking it out. And we appreciate it, man. We're here for it. I was just at Hate Breed show in Philly, and it was all right. Hardest Philly pit was Lorna X Whitechapel. Yeah, Philly pits aren't quite the same. They don't hit quite the same. Speaking of hitting quite the same, let's get
I will
down to
actually
it.
be
A
seeing
guy.
Hatebreed on Monday.
Yeah, I saw
Sorry.
that. Oh my God, no, you're good. That's awesome. I get excited for it. I get excited for people. I live vicariously through other people that are doing it. But let's get our guest out here. He is the lead singer and the head man that you hear with the awesome screams and shouts of Who They Fear. We played their brand new song here earlier tonight. Let's give it up for Mr. Michael Dunn in the house. Michael, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing
Okay.
great, dude, and I'm so happy to have you. And I say this in the most loving way, first and foremost. And I say it to a lot of people. You don't strike me as a metal screamer, dude. You look like chill, relaxed, hair's
Yeah,
outside.
I've been with my kid all day, so now this is like my relaxation time. Yeah.
There you go. I dig that, man, and I absolutely dig the approach. Any approach you got. I see you got the tats going on your hoodie. And that's a great hoodie, by the way, Nintendo 64.
Oh
I
yeah.
dig it.
I
We
mean, Nintendo tattoo and then N64 shirt. Yeah, games
it's,
all the way, man.
I love it because we geek out here so much. Like as you see this Funko Pop collection behind me, and my wife wants to throw all of it in the trash, but I keep it alive.
Yeah, I get that feeling a lot. I'm over here with like a ton of amiibos, and she's like, "Do you need the Donkey Kong amiibo?" And I'm like, "Yes." The new game came out. Yes, I do. Of course.
Yeah, it's like my wife's like, yeah, a Wednesday Adams Funko Pop. I'm like, yeah. What?
Of course. It's
Do I
Adam's
need it?
Family.
No. Do I have it? Yes. Let's talk about your new tune, dude. We played it here. It's badass. It's for everybody, and fans of mine in different genres love the beginning, love the scream, love the beat. Backstabber. Jossalyn said she's been listening to it, loves it. Tell us about that song, man, because we love it.
Thank you. Yeah. So Backstabber is kind of a story of what happened to me and my band over the past year. You know, we had a lot of things happen from one of our members essentially going behind our back and stealing money from us
Yeesh.
to a lot of personal medical problems happening with one of my family members to just kind of when I had my son losing like all my friends and everyone that I knew, so kind of when I made Backstabber, it was kind of like, I'm kind of tired of people just like walking out of my life and or treating me like shit. So I'm gonna make a song about it, and that's kind of where it started. It took a long time to like come out, but yeah, that's kind of the simple way to put it. That it's just like a hateful song in the sense of like I'm tired of people. So hold on, I got my kid is about to be going down for bed, so you guys are gonna hear screaming. So I had to turn off his monitor. Yeah.
Hey, man, like we say, live happens. This is live. This is life, man, and it's cool. And I tell you what, Backstabber, I don't know about you, Jocelyn, but it's now my song, too. Because there's people out there who deserve it. Jocelyn, get in there, man. Say a little something to our good friend Mike here tonight.
Absolutely. I love the song. I recently had a friend like do me wrong like that, so like I can really relate to the song. And I was reading the article that your guys' band shared earlier about the inspiration for the song and like everyone who produced it and mixed and mastered it. So I was really interested and I was like, "Oh wow, liked it."
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
this,
lot of work went into it. It was definitely a very long grind, but here we are. We have multiple songs ready to go, and I'm just like, all right, we're gonna get this one out the door. Hopefully, people like it. Get this next one out the door soon. Hopefully, people like it. And I'm kind of just throwing darts at the wall at this point, just hoping people actually like grab onto it and resonate with what I'm kind of going for.
I like it. Is there ever a
For
nervous
sure. I saw you have
energy? Oh, sorry. Is there ever a nervous energy behind
no,
putting
my
out your
bad.
material?
Um, I feel like this was like the most nervous I've ever been. Our last record that we did, we spent a lot of money on it. We put a lot of time and effort into it. We went to Atrium Studios. We spent like a week there grinding out the songs, and we spent like a couple $1,000s getting music videos made, then a couple $1,000s marketing, and like
Wow.
we tried to essentially play like a professional band, like a national band, and push our music out as hard as we could. Um, and even then, I was more nervous releasing this song back then, because this is like, back then I had a team. I had four people, I
Wow.
had merch people, I had people who were like putting their all into the music and getting it out. Now it's kind of been like me by myself. Thankfully, our old bass player, Nick, came back. Love that guy. He's incredible. My buddy Trey does all the cleans on our songs. He's one of the best vocalists I know. I'm glad to have him on board. But initially, it was kind of just like, just me. So it kind of became this like thought in my head of, I'm trying to revive this band. I'm trying to make new music. I'm trying to get stuff out the door. Like, are people going to like it? Are people going to hate it? And it kind of was like, I knew the song was great. I've always loved Backstabber. I've always loved like the cleans, the lyrics, everything behind it. But I still knew in the back of my mind, like, are people actually gonna like this song, or is this just gonna be like drop it and people forget about it in 24 hours situation? So I'm glad it's doing very well. I will say it is probably our best performing song since Hollow Tide, which is a good thing. Because that song came out 2 years ago. But yeah, it's been crazy. Very a lot of nerves, a lot of nerves. But
Very cool. Jocelyn?
I was gonna ask, I saw that you had some new music coming out soon, correct? And then I was gonna
Yeah,
ask how many new songs you were releasing, if you can talk about that.
yeah, I don't mind. I don't try to like publicly
I know sometimes you
post.
gotta keep things hidden for a certain period.
Yeah, I feel like now that I have the first song out, I don't care too much per se. Like I do still care. I do still like I don't want to publicly say names or lyrics or parts of the songs or anything like that, but I'll gladly talk about more music coming out because I obviously have seen a lot of attention with Backstabber, which is a great thing. So I want to like provoke people that like, hey, we do have more. So we have two more songs this year.
Sweet.
Um, one in September, one in November. I can tell you that. Um,
Nice.
Anything outside of that, um, I'll leave that up to when they come out because I will say that they are both drastically different directions than Song One. They do feed into Song One, which is Backstabber. They do feed into it, but Song Two is the heaviest song we've ever made. Whereas Song Three probably has the most singing on any song we've ever done. So like it's a big transition between going from Backstabber, which is like 60-70% heavy and 30% cleans, to an only scream song to mostly cleans. So like it's gonna be a transition. But yeah, for this year we still have a few more songs to release. And then from there we're aiming to probably do about 9 songs, 12 songs in total, like around that range.
Yeah.
But I'm only looking at releasing like a single at a time. So it's just going to be a long grind of release music, release music, release music, and hope we gain fans and more attention. But yeah, I'm always open to talking about it, and a lot of people are like, "Well, why do you want to like spoil or share or anything like that?" And I'm like, to be honest, man, I want people to know that for the next 2 years, they're gonna continuously be getting music from us,
Sure.
rather than me drop Backstabber and then you have no fucking clue what's going on for the next year.
Which
You're just
happens
like,
a lot.
yeah. So
And I'll shamelessly plug the fact that we love to world premiere music here. So if you have a new song and you can cut us like a private YouTube link, we'll debut it here, world premiere it here if you would have that. We love doing that shit. I love dropping a new song first on our audience, especially metal people, because they are so faithful. We've done some good metal the last few weeks and have had good amount of views, few hundred on our site, some that got near 1,000. So that's cool. So if that ever strikes you, man, we're here.
yeah, I mean, we can definitely talk after all this and go through things because obviously I have plenty more songs releasing, so I'm definitely down to work with anything, do anything. Come on for another interview in the future. I'm a very easy guy to get along with, so like
See,
you know,
I told Jocelyn that leading into it. One of our great audience members, Zach, who goes to a ton of metal shows, he wanted to know if you could put Who They Fear on a festival stage in 2026, which one would you want? Which one would you want it to be, and why? It's actually a good one.
So I know this guy. What's up, dude? How you doing? He talks to me a lot. He's a great guy. He's
He's great.
awesome.
He's freaking awesome.
Um, so I would honestly have to say if I could pick a festival, I would want to play Warp Tour. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Warp
Wow.
Tour is like a dream festival for me just
Sure.
because I grew up playing Warp Tour. If not that, then honestly, I would love to play like Incarceration or like Furnace Fest, but definitely Warp Tour.
Wow, that's a good one. If you see Jocelyn in the mosh pit, you don't have to protect her. Apparently, she goes out and kicks ass. Jocelyn,
If if you go back and look at our old videos from like 2023 and 2024, because we're gaining a lot of fans. A lot of people don't know this. We played a shit ton of shows for the past like 2 or 3 years. So we played with like Crown the Empire, Secrets. We were on the Summer Slaughter tour. So we played with Veil and Maya, Brain to Sacrifice. So we played with a whole bunch of big bands. I used to go out in the pits during our last song and do the breakdown with everyone and get my shit rocked. So I'll gladly see you out there in the pits at any time. It doesn't bother me. It's fun. I love it. I'll just go
one
back
of
on stage with a bloody mouth and I'll just
Exactly.
continue
Glad you
screaming.
get
I
it.
don't care.
one of the times you got your shit rocked might have been by her. Jocelyn might just came here because she's dead. I'm appearing in a lot of videos. You just need me jumping her head.
Yeah, she looks like she has those like really sharp elbows that'll just take your throat out.
Gotta have fun, right?
Yeah.
Justin, you have another question for
You
Michael,
gotta,
man.
yeah, just throw up the X's and just get a little push.
Yeah, she's about the X's. I'd fall over. I won't be able to balance myself.
I saw that you are coming up on a tour, right?
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry, you cut out actually on my end. It was probably my signal again.
No, you asked about the tour, and
I
we're
heard the
all
question, so we're
yeah.
good. I can answer
Yeah,
it.
my
Can
bad.
you hear me though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're good now. It was
Okay.
just like lagging apparently. My bad.
So, as of right now, I haven't been able to publicly say anything outside of that, outside of putting it in the article because we were supposed to announce it. Um, but sadly, they're on a two-part tour. So I work for the Wise Men Sphere, amazing band, love those guys. So they're doing a 10-day run. It's two parts. One part is with us, and then one part is with Villain of the Story. Today they announced the tour. It's Villain of the Story, Wise Men Sphere, Execution Day, and Divide the Fall, in like 6 locations. And then we're supposed to be doing 4 days with them as well. So I haven't been able to actually announce like where we're playing, the dates or anything like that. All I can say is that in October, we will be going on at least 4 days with Telltale, Wise Men's Fear, and Execution Day, which for us is big because all three of those bands have over 100,000 monthlies. Wise Men's Fear has 30 million streams, 50,000 followers. I've been booking them tours all year, and they
Signal
have like
is
multiple.
definitely messing up.
Ah, well, as long as everyone in the stream can still
I'm
hear
so
me.
sorry, did not mean to
Right,
cut you off
exactly.
there.
So you're,
Yeah.
you're doing all right. There's a
Yeah.
little lag in it, but it's trust me, it happens. And we're timing good because Michael got the question, was answering it great. Justin got to go back and watch the replay, like all you do afterwards. Go back and watch the replay.
Yep, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I
No, you're
wasn't sure
good.
if you were
That was
talking to me. That's why I was like, I wanted to clarify that I can't hear anything in case you were talking to me, and I was just like looking oblivious.
No, the only thing that I really wanted to finish on there is just like I the tour is probably going to sell out almost every single night or come close to
awesome.
it. So like that's really all I'm looking forward to. But yeah, we go on a run in October, so people will be on the lookout for the dates that we're going to be playing because I feel like we have some fans in here that have been to shows of ours and they can tell you we fucking get down and it's a lot of fun. I love just meeting fans, meeting people, taking photos with people. There's a fan of mine that came to a bunch of our shows in 2024 and she had me like sign her leg or something and like make a homemade tattoo, which I'm the worst
Oh.
drawer in the world. So I feel so bad that she has it on her, but she went and got it all tattooed. So I'm like, I'm pretty easy. I'm just like, everyone come up to the merch table, everyone say hi. Like, I want photos, I want signatures, I want anything you want, just tell me. I don't care. Like, that's just how I roll.
That's pretty
So,
cool. I'm going to tell all you bands, if you're in a band, you're watching this live or recorded, learn a good autograph. Everybody nowadays like, what's that? All right, so we dropped Jossalyn. She'll make her way back in. But yeah, man, sign great autographs if people want them. Like, if I seen you, I would definitely just ask for an autograph. You seem like a great dude, too. And I appreciate that. And I got a great appreciation for the metal scene. Um, with new stuff coming out, let's talk about kind of the past.
okay.
The beginning, nerves and stuff like that. Were you? Was it a tough transition to become a stage performer, especially with the scream? And I know you said there's clean, there's scream, but screaming for the first time in front of people. How scary is stuff like that? It's got to be a lot.
So it depends. So for me, I played football my entire life, and then I moved on to doing Major League Gaming, and I played on a few pro teams for
Wow.
like Halo and Gears of War. So like
Damn.
I've always been like in the spotlight. So for me, it wasn't too hard. I mean, obviously, your first show, your second show, your third show, your fourth show, your fifth show, you're gonna have those nerves. It's gonna take a while until you get over them. But I don't know. I felt like it was pretty natural. Again, it's just understanding the crowd and understanding what you're doing because if you are nervous or if you're feeling like anxious or if you're feeling any type of way, then you 9 out of 10 times probably didn't take time before your set to go talk to people, say hi to friends, make yourself welcome in the venue. And that's something I always do. Like, I always will make sure that I go around and I'm talking to every single human who walks into the building
Wow.
so that when they see me on stage, it feels like I'm performing in front of someone I'm comfortable with. So like it all depends on the person. I'll say my first show ever was the worst show I've ever played, because
Well,
my first show ever, the sound guy didn't know what he was doing, and he
Mm.
turned my mic off, and then mid set cut our set and said I was the worst vocalist he's ever heard, because he couldn't figure out how to get the volume to work.
Oh,
It was bad. But outside of that, man, it's something like you just have to mentally be prepared for it. I've probably played almost 100 shows now in 3 years of performing, 4 years, and it never gets easier. It just gets more comfortable. I don't
sure.
really need. I went from playing 50 people rooms to I played back to back 700 to 1,000 people shows. Um, and it's such a difference. I can't even explain. Like, being in front of a sold out crowd is a completely different thing than playing a dive bar with 50 people. So it all fluctuates based on the show.
I'll take any. Jocelyn, seems like your connection looks better. Get into another question. I feel bad. Some of your questions got like half done. Go ahead.
That's all right. Yeah, I feel bad that I keep cutting out there. I mean, the answer to that question about like the nerves and all the difficulties makes me feel better about this year because this is my first co-hosting session.
Yeah, the hosting stuff, you'll get used to it. It's easy. The connection's the only issue, really. You're doing great outside of that. It's
Thank
fine.
you.
I
Thank you.
thank you.
Because
We're
after
trying.
like like I said, I've been doing this for close to 8 years, and I've had a lot of different people on to guest co-hosts, and some of them are like, I have no clue what to even do. I'm like, turn it on, start talking,
Yeah.
and some people are like get kind of frozen, like, oh, I suck. And I'm like, there is no suck. This is like, and you know what it is? I like that she's passionate about your music too. And I look for that. I try to mix up people with something I know they'll absolutely enjoy. So that was super cool. And I found out that she does the pits, the festivals, all that good stuff. Yeah, we had to link this up, and why not?
Happy to be here. Thank you.
So with and you said you're going with the singles approach. There's two different approaches that I see. There's bands doing albums and bands just that'll throw single, single, single. Which approach do you like better? So far, I know you said you're about the single thing. Is there an album in the near future? You think albums is a lot of work and kind of a lot of separation from the rest?
Okay, so ironically, we have a EP record. I actually have the vinyl, I think, over there. I think
Nice.
I think someone in the chat, I think her if she's in here, I think Taylor, she
Taylor's
knows
here.
about she knows about the old music. So essentially, we had an original EP that came out. It actually did very well. And then when we got new band members back then, because again, that was all me, and
Yeah.
then we got all new people. We dropped 4 singles; those did pretty well. And then we went into Atrium and we recorded an EP, 6 songs. We did 3 singles, and then the rest dropped at once. Well, what I noticed is that every time we did a single, we were averaging about 10,000 streams a song. Whenever we did an EP drop, we were averaging 10,000 streams for the EP. So you're splitting 10,000 across 5 songs rather than one
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
So we originally got rid of my old EP. You can't find it anywhere anymore. All you can find is Sovereign and 2 singles. So there's 2 singles that are gone, and then an original EP that's gone. So 7 songs in total are gone forever. I still own them,
Oh.
but essentially, after Sovereign, we sat back and looked at all the logistics, all the stats, all the everything, and looked at the fact that Hollow Tide, which was our first single, got 42,000 streams. Then Equinox got 19,000, but on YouTube, both of those got 20,000 each.
Nice.
Um, and then Monument of Misery got 15,000 on each platform. And I'm like, okay, so the 3 singles did very well for us. And then if you look at the overall EP, the rest of the songs barely broke like 2,000 streams each.
Oh.
So basically, with this approach, is I'm trying to essentially push out as many singles as I possibly can to make sure that this band's digital footprint grows. Because
Hmm.
sadly, that's all people are starting to care about now
Sure.
is they really, especially in metalcore, it doesn't matter as much in like hardcore or deathcore, but in metalcore, it's very much like if you have 100,000 streams, I mean 100,000 monthlies, it doesn't matter if you can sell 20 tickets. You're going to get the offer before the band that has 500 monthlies and can sell 50 tickets because they're
Right.
just going to look at the Facebook numbers and the Spotify numbers and they're just going to give them the package. So what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to go the single route so I can grow this band as much as possible without doing any like massive drop for at least that 2 year gate. And then once we have the 9 songs out that I want to have over the course of the next 2 years, that's when I want to sit back and then create, say, like 3, 4, 5 more songs and just drop an album with the already singles. That
Ah,
would be the
okay.
route I would go. Yeah. If I was to do that, that's how I would do it. Um, but I'm not opposed to an album if, say, like a label came to us and was like, here's like a distribution deal. That would be completely different. But because we're doing it out of pocket, it just makes more sense to take each single and just push it as if it was an album drop. So you could get as many streams as you possibly can. Because if I have 9 songs that get 10,000 each and they bounce off of one another, because every time you release a song, if you release a song with it, so like on Spotify, it'll say like, here's your new song, and then the old release is right underneath it, all the traffic hits both of them.
Wow.
So then eventually I'll have over 100,000 streams on the 9 songs without even trying. That's kind of like my goal I'm going for.
And I always say, Jocelyn, I'll let you in on something I always say to these musicians. They're all geniuses and they laugh. That marketing scheme is phenomenal. The ability to write songs, sing, perform. You're all rock stars. Everybody's like, oh, no, you got to be this. No, you don't have to be anything special to be a rock star. You don't have to play in any special venue to be a rock star. You do what you're doing and talking about the way you're talking about, Michael. You're a fucking rock star. Jocelyn, get in there with something, man, because I got to take a step back.
I do like that, yeah, marketing scheme. That makes sense how, like, if you release one song, then the Spotify recommends just that most recent drop before it. So I think that'll work out for you. I was looking at the stream numbers earlier and I saw that the one Backstabber has already like 5,000. And I've been listening to it a couple times over the past couple days and I've just been watching the number increase. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah, we hit a pretty good algorithm on
I don't know if you got me on
Spotify.
We got you.
Yeah, we got you. Yeah. No, it actually hit like 70% of the algorithm on Spotify. So
Nice.
Cool.
by the time it's done, I should be getting like 10,000-ish just from that. And then whatever else is going on with the fact that I'm posting like 2 TikToks a day, I'm going to be getting influencers and things like that. But I'm doing a weird marketing route of where I'm not putting an ad budget or a marketing budget into the first month. I'm putting it into the second month because I'm dropping a song every 8 weeks. So if I do the first 4 weeks is DIY marketing, and then the last 4 weeks is an actual professional marketing, then it just keeps feeding into the next track while keeping the old track alive. And that's kind of like something I'm trying right now. Because the great thing here is that I'm a booking agent and
Yeah,
I
saw that.
work and book with a ton of big bands, um, big labels, big agents. So technically, at any moment, I can just be like, "Hey, I want my band on the road," and go hit up a band that has 100,000 monthlies and jump on the shows with them. So I'm kind of just trying to like work everything into like one big piece of the pie. It's a lot of work. It's exhausting, but I'm trying my best.
So it definitely it always looks like a lot of work, and I always admire musicians. And then
Mm.
when I ask them to come on the show, some are like, "Oh, there's band practice and there's this," and I get that. Trust me, I get it. But I love when you come out and take the time to hang out with us, anybody. And like when Vin from American Mosh Pits, shout out, of course, to Vin. He's like, "I'm gonna get you Michael Dunn," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm down." And I started listening to music right away. I'm like, "Yeah, get me if you can link me up with this dude, I would love it." So awesome, man. I love that community working together. American Mosh Pits, Zach, other bands. Hey, try this band, and then we all meet here in the center, dude, which is our little piece of the pie. Us trying to push you as much as we can to our friends and followers and fans.
Yeah, I mean Vin's amazing. We had them sponsor a few of our shows. He's great. I've done interviews with him before. He's a great guy. Love Vin. And when he hit
So,
me up, I was like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I want to do this? Yeah, no, I will make time, like no matter what it is. Literally right before I stepped in here, I don't know if you know who Orion Reacts is.
yeah.
Yeah, so he was doing my doing Backstabber for us right before I came in here. So I was busy over there, then I stepped right in here, and then I have a few other things I have to go do after this because I'm trying to push, like I don't care if you're big, if you're small, if you're new. I want to work with anyone. So I purposely am trying to like work with magazines, work with articles, work with websites, work with new streamers, old streamers, interviewers. So I'm trying to like line up as many like podcasts and things as I can because I just want to like make sure people know about the song, and then I also want to like help people grow and help people out.
And that's a great thing. That's a great approach. And like I said, I mentioned it to Taylor. Taylor's like, I know Michael well. I'll definitely be doing that again. She's got a great program. Like I said, Jossalyn's new to it, but I'm like, what a great guest to have her kind of break in with. And yeah, man, that's what we're here for. Like, it's not really about money for me. There really is no money for me. I get some money when I do some MC stuff. But for me, this is a love, a hobby, a genuine desire to celebrate musical excellence like yours. Love it. Get excited for it. We do it Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. 8 years cooking, probably close to 500 episodes. So, yeah, man, we appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us.
Yeah, anytime, man. Literally, this is fun. I like doing this stuff. You guys are great, so I like being here.
Thank you. And I'm having fun with Jocelyn. I know that she's new to it. We did a little pre-run, and I know a little technical. I get that too. But how you feeling out there?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Nah, you're good. Chatting with a metal superstar. How's it make you feel? You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's really cool. Is there time for one more question before we pop off here? I know we
Sure.
probably had like a couple minutes left. I was just going to ask if there was, you brought up bigger bands. What is one of your goal bigger bands to tour with?
Nice.
That's easy. Memphis Mayfire. Um,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm a big Matty Mullins fan. That's been my favorite band since like 2010. Ironically, I have a hoodie on, but I'm covered in tattoos, all music tattoos. I've
Nice.
played, met, and have photos with Famous Last Words, Secrets, Crown the Empire, different bands that I've loved and like have tattoos for, and like different just inspirations for. So when it comes down to like my favorite bands, like I have a goal set in my mind that I will play a show with Memphis Mayfire and I will play a show with Escape the Fate. And then if my career is over, it's over, but I'll be happy. So that's just what I'm looking for. So those are the two big ones for sure. But outside of that, honestly, any band from like Warped Tour era, 2012 metalcore.
If they're out there watching the program, hit up Michael. He's a very approachable dude. Um,
I've
and you know
actually their
what?
signed poster on my wall. Oh, sorry if I cut
Oh,
out there.
really? Nah, that's all right. You got a signed poster on your wall. All right. Well, you know,
Yeah,
don't worry about adjusting.
I
We'll
got the
take
little
your
like
word.
collection.
That's pretty cool too. I like that. And Michael,
Can't
you mentioned like
see
the
it.
bands you say. Oh, I'm sorry. You mentioned the bands you say. You know,
It's
if I
like
go out, I
right,
go
right.
out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's definitely cool. Michael Hayes is awesome. But like you said, man, like if you get to play with these bands and your career ends, you go out on top. Like our good friend Ozzy. Shout out to Ozzy, of course. Got to do our love for Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. And yeah, man, I even got my Ozzy Osbourne Funko Pop for anybody who is wondering. There is one. So, yeah, man, go out on top and go out doing what you love. And we love you for it. I want to thank you very much. I want everybody to know out there you could find Who They Fear after the show, of course. Who They Fear on Facebook, Instagram, Who They Fear _official. There's a link tree out there, Who They Fear. There's music on Apple. I know because I got it. Spotify, YouTube. Check out Who They Fear. Michael, I heard nothing but rave reviews coming in. And it's exactly right. You're fantastic. Do a little round of applause for Michael Dunn. Dude, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, we would love to do it again. Like I said, if you get a little itch to world premiere something one night here, I'm all here for it. I got my catcher's glove on. Thanks, dude.
Hey, we'll see what's up, man. When the time comes, I got you.
I like it. Have yourself a great night, dude. We're gonna let you go.
Yeah, y'all have a great night. See ya.
You too. Thank you, Michael Dunn from Who They Fear. And Jossalyn, I know it's your first time ever. Are
Sorry
you gonna
about that.
remember?
Yeah.
No, you did good. You know, and like I said, we have worked through it through the years, and it's your first time, and I think you're doing fantastic. And I said you got a good voice, got a good, delivery, and Taylor has a great show as well. She
Thanks for
said a
trying.
good question, and Taylor also is a great podcaster. She co-hosted with us a few weeks back. So,
Nice.
how do you feel about interviewing? Like that's going to go down in history. It's like your first one.
Yeah, something I'll definitely remember forever. I thought it was really cool, actually. Like, I probably could have kept on with the questions if it weren't for like the signal connection issues here.
I got you. And that's something you'll work out, and and like I said to you a couple days ago,
Yeah.
if you love it, there's other opportunities. We'd love to bring you back in the future. Like I said, I like your and when Taylor said commitment, I like your commitment. You told me, so I've been following the band, I've been reading stuff, I've been watching some of your old episodes. Again, I apologize, but and you're like, yeah, I'm ready for this, and I love that, and that's the goal because the toughest part, Taylor, you might throw this in as a yes or a no. The hardest part is preparing for it. I stopped preparing for it, as you can tell, because now I just attack. But yeah, it's a lot of preparation, a lot to learn. You don't want to ask questions that don't exist or something that didn't happen to that band and stuff like that.
I try to like definitely go into anything new with like a little bit of reading, a bit of research, because like you said, you don't want to go in looking dumb and gotta know some bit about the band.
I appreciate that. And I
Thank you,
appreciate
Zach,
that
as well.
too. Right, what Zach just said, that this podcast kind of drives itself. I love that because I tell people, like, I'm not stuffy. It's not like, oh my God, you didn't do this, or oops, this happened. I'm like, let's come out and have some fun. And I told Taylor that when she was on.
Yeah,
I
just
told
flow.
Jossalyn, I'm like, just flow, man. Just, thank you very much. I love it. Thank you very much. And I just said, man, just come out. Have a good time. And if it's not perfect tonight, it's perfect the next time. Some people are like, next time? Like, yeah, you're welcome back here. Once you Yo-Show, Jossalyn, you are Yo-Show family. So you're now
Thanks.
one of us. Cheers to that. I know you said you don't really drink, but
I
I'm going to drink.
I appreciate it.
I'll
I would
drink for you.
happily come back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker here, unfortunately. I mean, it's good, I guess, for health, of course. My just gut can't take it.
After all these years, and I hate to discourage you by saying
Are
this,
you
after all
drinking
these
that?
years, yeah, I'm drinking another one of those from last night, and I know you tuned in. It was,
Yeah, the little
Schmoozy
schmoozy scoops or whatever.
You actually remember better. You remembered it better than I just stayed off the can, and the can is in my hand, and you even said,
It was a funny name.
yeah, it was. I got that going again tonight. You forgot to ask the band's OnlyFans. I'm sorry, what? Did I miss something? I don't want to. Oh, right. I think I've seen that somewhere. Probably better I didn't because I say OnlyFans, and next thing you know, I get the crowd fired up, and I post. Where's it at? For Derek, the Sydney Sweeney montage, and then all hell breaks loose. So keep that down. That was pretty awesome. And let me, once again, down the bottom, we're going to run their links for a little bit. We're going to play another song. I'm going to let you pick, Jossalyn. We have Sleepless
Oh,
or Monument
okay.
of Misery.
We should probably go with Monument of Misery. I'm thinking
Okay.
that's a good one too.
Good choice. That was my choice. Monument of Misery is a great one from tonight's very special guest, Who They Fear. I'm going to play it right now. Wednesday night. I'm having a blast,
I love
as
that
always,
art
doing
there.
this.
It's a nice
I'm
cover.
sorry? You like that? Oh, no, I like that a lot. Too. It's very cool.
Sorry, I was
everything
just
they do
adding
is
in that it's a nice cover art too. I love that.
It is. It really is. I appreciate that because I get into that stuff too.
Mhm.
And that is awesome work. And like I said, Michael came off as like rave reviews of a smart guy. I love that. Let's play it. Monument of Misery, Who They Fear. It's about 4 minutes long. We'll be back on the Yo Show Wednesday night. Jeff, Jossalyn, enjoy. And this young lady thinks that she doesn't have what it takes to be in the world of podcasting. Beautiful choice. Moment of misery.
It's a good
Man,
one.
that's a great one. Oh my god, that one just absolutely is a banger. And Michael Hayes, you're welcome, dude, because I've got your whole fan club in here. Michael Hayes, of course, the awesome Fight from Within, who was on our program a little while back. They love it. And Ron Altry, of course, of Union 251, who will be on our show in a couple weeks. Love bands, hang out with bands breaking each other's balls, and the fans that love them. What do you think, Jossalyn? It's a pretty good crowd here now.
Yeah, a little good community, it seems like.
It can be. But this is where it, and if you're new to the show, prepare because yeah, throw that in the daily rotation is right. Dale Irwin in the house, bro. What is up? It's going great. Thank you. We're gonna do a little thing, and I did it with Taylor. I've done it in the past, and this is called. Get ready for this because it's silly. It's Are You Like Me? Now, what I do is I ask a series of questions. I usually have the answer on index cards. I think I'm out of index cards, so the answers are going to appear on the screen, so I might make them as we go along. But I do know the answers. I have my answers. But we're going to test tonight how much Jossalyn and I are alike. I don't know. I never understood if this is a good thing or a bad thing to be like me. Because, like I said, the young lady Alexis we had on got like 2 wrong, and I'm like, oh my god. So let's see how Jossalyn does in a round of Yo Show Wednesday night guest co-host game. Are You Like Me? We start out with a simple one: grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly.
We're gonna say grilled cheese,
Grilled cheese, Jeff. You
but
know
I
what
feel like I'm
yours?
wrong by that face.
Yeah, peanut
Yeah.
butter and jelly. You're over. Did I make a face? All right, no face. Poker face, because I don't want to give it away. So far, we're over. That's okay. There are no wrong answers. There's just answers. Okay, let's go. Let's try this one.
I feel like I do eat PB&J more often, but grilled cheese always is good.
Grilled cheese is delicious, but it's the effort that I can't stand. Because to get the bread just right and get the cheese
Yeah,
properly
putting
melted,
in the work.
right, it's a bitch. It is. I'm like,
I get
okay.
what you're saying.
Especially when you take it off the grill and you cut it in half, you realize the middle's still like cold. You're like, oh my god, and that's shit.
It's not good enough. Yeah.
No, no. See, now you see why peanut butter and jelly is the theme. Dogs or cats?
Me, I'm gonna have to say dogs because I'm unfortunately allergic to cats. But
Oh,
yep.
really? All right, so she's on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Dogs
Yeah.
it is. 1 out of 2 is not bad.
Dogs.
I have
Nice.
2. You might have seen that though. You might have cheated and saw my social media. I like praise my dogs to no end. That might have been an unfair one.
I actually did not, but yeah.
And so far, Derek's 2 for 2. But you're here every week, dude. You know my answers already. All right, number 3. And I think I know this answer, but let's try it anyway. Concerts, alone or don't go at all? If you had to choose between, okay, I got to go by myself or I'm not going at all.
I just went to my first alone recently, like last week or so, or like 2 weeks ago. So I'll definitely have to go with going alone because we're finally
Going
stepping into
alone.
that era.
I'm with that. I did it
Yeah.
at Deftones. And a little story about the Deftones show, real quick. So I went to Deftones by myself. I'm sitting with 2 girls who are probably in their younger 20s, and I noticed they keep ducking down and they're taking little hits of something. And so the one girl kept going like this. They kind of put it out, and I'm like, no, 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 I'm going like this, and they're like, oh my god, he's down, and they pass it, and we share it, and I'm like, okay, I'm alone, but I'm gonna make the best of it. So I like that. There's 2 out of 3 coming back. Jossalyn.
You always meet some cool new people when you're alone too. So
You can, and my wife is Miss Meet Everybody and will chat to everybody, so she definitely helps me meet people. But when I'm alone, I will chat with people, especially the same goal, like music. Like I would see you, and even if I didn't know you, be like, "All right, what's up? Cool shit." And you might be like, "All right, fuck off," or you might be like, "Hey, yeah, how you doing?" It's either way. All
Mm-hmm.
right,
You never
next.
know.
This is the one that gets tough for a lot of people. This is like one of the most 50-50 question on earth. Sleep with the TV on or with the TV off?
For me personally, I gotta go off. Like I need the fan on, no light. Yeah, that's me.
Wow, I hate to say, but I have grown accustomed to the noise. So TV on, and and that's okay to miss that one. That's a tough one. But let me ask you a question, and this isn't part of the game, this high tech game of mine. Um, do you like white noise? Is there a fan on? Do you need noise, or do you just like go in silence and go to bed?
I do need that fan noise, yeah, or at least
Okay.
like an AC or some sort of like yeah, air blowing out. White noise would work too if that didn't, if those weren't available.
I was just about to say no
Are you like
noise
yeah,
is
you just
super.
need the commotion of TV?
Yeah, I kind of like it, and the only dragon seed in that is like I watched like TV Land and they have like Seinfeld episodes and Mom and stuff like that. I'll hear an episode and I'll get a good joke
Mhm.
and I'll be like, next thing you know, I'm watching TV at like 2 in the morning when I should be sound asleep. So it's got its ups and
You
downs.
get
All
drug
right,
into it.
you know, the next one, and I'm not sure. From what I seen, I was impressed, but tech savvy or tech novice.
I would say I'm like slightly tech savvy, but I'm still new to like lots of other things, of course. Always chance to or always room to learn.
I've already been beyond impressed what I've seen on your end with my little show. I am a tech novice. There's no doubt about it. And I see
You
people in
are tech
public.
like yeah.
I see people in public like, man, that way you work that show with the banner and the scroll and the cameras and the people and the lights. I'm like, yeah, I hit a couple buttons. I am tech trash.
Hmm. It looks really cool though. It looks like a little professional setup here, so I like it.
Thank you. I kind of the delivery I was looking for. I like that. It's fun. Like I said before, we were just audio. And I gotta tell you, no offense to people that just do audio, I hated it. I feel people can relate and can relate to the guest and see facial reactions when Jossalyn's like, "This guy asked the dumbest questions," stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right,
No, all good questions.
thank you. Because she didn't deny it. Um, are you the quiet type or the loud type?
For me personally, I feel like it varies depending on setting, but for you, I feel like you give off more loud type vibes is your answer.
That's definitely my answer, and
Yeah.
that can go either way. I will give us both a win on that one, but yeah, I can be loud. I tend to be, like I said, I do some band introductions on stage sometimes. I talk a lot to people, and sometimes through the combination of music and a beer or two, I get loud, I get rowdy. I feel bad for American Mosh Pits. I can feel they're going to be sending me home Saturday early when they're like, this dude is just too much. So we're going to give you credit on that one. So 3 so far. Now, this all depends if you're a drinker of either coffee or tea.
For your answer, I feel like you're gonna answer coffee. I'm not
This
like a
has to
big
be
fan of either, to be honest, unless it's like
okay.
iced coffee.
I say this has to be your answer, but iced coffee, I guess we'll make that work as coffee. Iced coffee works, so that's 4.
Yeah.
We'll give you credit on that one. I didn't know if you were a drinker, and I know a lot of people are like either ugh or oh. For me, I cannot
Hmm.
start my day without coffee. So with that, all right.
I
So
like the occasional like coffee is a sweet treat, but yeah, for me, I don't know why I have like a monster today, which is so bad for you, I know, but
yeah,
that's my go-to caffeine form.
you only live once. I
The
gotta ask you
pipeline
this
punch one is
again.
my addiction.
Did you just say coffee as a sweet treat?
Yeah, if I get like an iced coffee that's like super sweet, that'll be my little sweet treat, for the day or something.
But that is me too, because wow, what the heck? That's good. Oh, you're talking about moshing ice. Oh, Jesus, I caught that comment. But I'll do that at night sometimes. I'll have dinner, and then like there's really nothing for dessert in the house, and I'll have coffee. My wife said, "Coffee, you got to go to bed soon." That doesn't affect me. I'll drink a cup of coffee, go right to bed. But it's a sweet treat for me, and I always want to give you extra credit for that part of the answer alone. but I can't. We gotta
This
keep it
doesn't,
quick.
yeah.
TV or music?
For me, easily music. Yeah. I never really watch TV too much, and it's always like music in the background. Yeah.
Right. When I watch TV, you know what I do? I put on YouTube and either watch my show or I watch music videos. So TV for me
Hmm.
is music. No matter what. If I'm doing
Absolutely.
Jossalyn is a sweet treat. Oh, easy there, young man. Easy. Definitely a demon in the pit if
Some
she runs all
monster in my
straight
veins.
monster. Right? Yeah, if she runs all monster, I'm not getting in the pit with her. I was already afraid of being in the pit with you. Now I see that, I'm afraid. And you're doing good here. You got 5. We got a couple more. I got to type in my answer for this one. How come some of them didn't make it? Oh,
Cool.
fruits or vegetables?
This one is easy for me. It's fruits, because, yeah,
Because because yeah is the perfect answer. It's fruits
that's like
here
a little
too.
treat all the time, too. Get with some
Well,
fruits or something. Yeah.
well
Hmm.
done. Somehow the rest of the questions did not make it up. Can I type them here? Because I lost the rest of them. I had a bunch of them. Ah, man.
Running low.
Jocelyn, when I told you I suck at this, I suck at this. So 6 out
It
of
happens.
8? 6 out of 8's a hell of
Cool.
a score.
More than half.
Unfortunately, right. Unfortunately for your boyfriend, you're a lot like me. Sorry, dude. Well, I like that. Deathcore or hardcore. That's a good one.
Me, probably more hardcore. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting more into both of those. I'm more of like a metalcore person, I think. I honestly get
Um,
lost between like all the genres and like they get
right,
confusing for me. I'm
same.
not gonna lie.
I'm with that, same. And so I definitely give you a point there too, because I'm also more hardcore and also I get confused by the genres. And people get mad at me if you do the show, you should know each genre. Man, I can't tell you the difference between rock, hard rock, metal, pop, pop punk, any of that. Like to me, like just play music. I can tell you country. That's about it. I'm not a country fan. Country fan?
I used to have a little phase years ago, but now it's all just been like, yeah, hard metal for me lately. So
A little phase. I mean, how many phases have you gone through?
my like country phase is probably like 8 years ago. I've always been like a little bit pop, a little bit of pop, but definitely more metal and like rock. And my mom raised me on like Guns N' Roses and
Oh,
Marilyn Manson, uh,
nice,
Lenny Kravitz. So
nice.
yeah,
That is what I call great parenting. So shout
good
out to
little
mom because
mix.
that's fantastic. Guns N' Roses, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, Alice in Chains, probably like my top 3. Oh, we'll do this one. This
Good
is a
mix.
bonus question. The Beatles, yes or no?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too many of their songs, which makes me sound so young. I know, but like, I am only 22, so they were definitely
True,
before my time.
true. I'm gonna give you a point for that one too,
But
because
I need to start listening to the oldies I know so I can get more involved in culture or more educated on like the oldies.
not
Yeah.
the Beatles, man. Not the Beatles. I'm so anti-Beatles. Plus,
No,
I get
not a
so much
fan.
shit for it. Everyone's like, how can you have a music podcast and hate the Beatles? That's simple. Um, that's okay. You did really good. That was a. I always enjoy that. They're silly, quick little questions, but
I
I
think.
just like to know people's basic ins and outs. And I think I tried it one time. With my wife and she
Yeah,
kind
get
of
to know
bombed
someone.
too. Right, exactly. I want to remind everybody we do have another Who They Fear song we're going to play shortly. But again, if you're in the area and you get a chance this weekend, we're going to go big screen again real quick, just so you know. Rock the Mountains, July 25th, 26th, 27th, the Allegheny County Fairgrounds in Cumberland, Maryland, which is like a 5-hour drive for me. But guess what? No biggie. I'll be there. Myself, an American Mosh Pit. Saturday is an American Mosh Pit's filming event. some of the names on this are great. Blackstone Cherry, 10 Years, who I got the thrill to see before. Of course, the Saturday show, Buck Cherry, Saliva, Any Given Sin, Cody Parks and Dirty South, Everclear, Rehab. A lot of great names on the docket. We'll be there Saturday. The Yo Show and American Mosh Pits for this dandy. So if you're anywhere near the area, come on down, man. Grab a ticket. Let me interview you in outside of the pit. That'd be good for you. We should get American Mosh Pits to team up and bring you down this way and throw you right in the pit for interviews. Because it seems like it'd be okay being in a pit and probably with a mic in your hand now. We're teaching you that for it here. So you're becoming you're becoming a secret weapon, girl.
I want to get one of those like chess harnesses to put my phone in, so that way you can get like the real point of view of in the pit.
Oh my
That'd
god,
be really
yes.
cool.
See? I love it. And that's what I said when I go through different like metal sites or content creator sites and find people, and I'm like, yeah, I like this girl because you got a lot of cool stuff. Cody
Well, thank you.
Ace Hayes in the house from Alien Frequency. They'll be on the show too as well. A lot of great ones. See, if anything, Jossalyn, they're going to come back for just some of the great bands that come on this program. Stuff that you will love and enjoy, and stuff that you'll be knocking people around in the pit to someday. You're 22, so you got a long time ahead of the pit. Me, not so much. Who They Fear was tonight's very special guest. We'll do the last one that we lined up, Sleepless. We'll come back in a few moments with Jeff and Jossalyn on a Wednesday night Yo Show, and we'll talk about who's coming up, talk a little bit more about Jossalyn in general, and have ourselves a splendid time. Wednesday night, the Yo Show, Pennsylvania's #1 freaking show for music and entertainment, God damn it. We'll be right back. tonight's guests, who they fear, and Sleepless, and I have made a decision, Jossalyn Rogalski. If there is one song that I want you to put your elbow square into my face to, it's Sleepless. So whenever this band is around, let's get to the same show and just get that elbow right in my head when that song comes on. I'm here for it.
Just ram it. That one does go hard.
That does go. I love it. I love it. Oh my god, I get amped. Like it's so hard to go to bed after this because I'm so amped up. I'm telling you, it's hard to do. Um,
Mhm.
let's go a little more into you. Like I said, you content create. You're a big concert goer. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like what brought you into content creating and the things that you do.
So, like, I started with makeup probably when I was like 13 or whatever. I just
Wow.
started with basic eye looks, just doing like eyeliner. I used to like not be able to do a wing at all. Like, I used to look like some crooked, broken arm. But as they say, practice makes perfect. And now I can do, yeah, some like crazy graphic eyeliner looks. So, yeah, the embarrassment in the beginning paid off in time. And then I never even made it at TikTok until like 2020, sort of kind of like lots of the creators on there when they got like cooped up in COVID. So I just like started out for fun, just doing silly little makeup videos on there as well. And then eventually I just got brands and brand managers reaching out to me to do like product reviews. So I started doing product reviews and
Wow.
um, then now I have like a couple record labels reach out to have me like promote sounds. I do that for free though. They don't pay me. But I did have one record label actually give me some free concert tickets. So I thought that was really cool. I got to go see Elijah in Indianapolis recently. If you
I
haven't
would
heard of
take
him,
that
he's
though.
pretty good.
Yes, I have heard of him. I would take that. I'm good with that. I'll work for
Exactly.
that.
I was like, I'll take just tickets. Yeah, because I'm like, tickets are expensive these days. So if I'll promote your song for tickets. Like, and again, like, I'm just a big fan, like, lover of the music. Like, of course, time is money. So, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't have time to really promote, like, for free. But, like, I just do it for the love of the music most of the time. And, yeah, so now here I'm just making silly little videos online. Lots of it is cringe, but I just like accept the cringe and I try to keep doing it anyway because obviously it has given me some cool opportunities. So I'm like, might as well just keep trying and see where it could take you, you know?
Yeah, one of the best places for ads right now is TikTok, and I got to get sharper with my TikTok. But I do like that. Like time is money indeed, and time is effort also. And I know my work schedule. My job is four days a week. It's like 11, 12 hours, which is cool. Gives me more time to do this. And I've had people like, oh, let's do a sports one also. Do like an after hours, like after dark, like cutting edge one. And I'm like, two, three, four, five podcasts. No, my wife would murder me. She barely likes me doing two. She would absolutely kill me if I did more than two a week. Thank you for tuning in.
It's one of my friends.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the way you share. You did a great job like all week of like hyping this up. And I know a lot of your friends are excited to see it. And like I said, if they watch
Thank you.
live, they watch recorded, please make sure you check it out because I've had a blast. You're doing great here. We got still got another half hour to go.
Thank you. I'm
Um,
trying.
Did a lot of topics. I think I just got so freaking excited. I really didn't line up a lot of topics tonight. I got like none. Excellent. But let's talk about now. You talk about age and generation. Of course, the passing of Ozzy Osbourne, and I don't want to go back to it like, oh, we got to talk about it. But was
It's
that
a big
any
thing, of
influence?
course, right now.
Sure, it's a huge. God, my God, everybody's YouTube. I mean, everybody's Facebook story, with the exception of mine, because mine was Jocelyn and me. But were you a fan at all? Did it influence you in the least? Because they said a lot of metal was born from Black Sabbath.
hmm
Did you get to know enough of Ozzy in your time, or were you a big
I
fan?
did. I did know a bit of Ozzy. Actually, I was in choir back in the day, and I remember our choir teacher had to sing a couple of Ozzy songs. So,
Wow.
yeah, I knew some of them, of course. And like, yeah, he was a big like classic. My mom definitely like raised me on a bit of him as well. But I wouldn't say I was like the biggest fan, of course. But I was really sad to see. I know this the artist Youngblood has like opened for him on his last tour. I believe he opened for him there, and he gave him some necklace in a video I saw as well. And has been like really honoring him in his music and was going to do the changes cover at like every live music event, I believe he said,
Yeah.
in his honor. And I actually have tickets for a Youngblood show coming up in September, so I'm excited to see that, hopefully.
Damn, that's pretty awesome. And it's cool how many generations he touched and moved. And like I said, And I go back to the Beatles. I saw the Beatles were the inventor of like rock and roll in America with the the guitars and the sound. And I always give the Beach Boys that credit. Okay, so you put all that together. Like I said last night, Black Sabbath like hit that with a hammer, crushed it, rebuilt it, and made a whole new sound, which is a lot of influence what we hear today and the heavy
Mm,
metal scene. So shout out to my man. I love the dude. I'm a little sad, but it was an
I just
effort.
said, yeah. At least he had to have like that big crowd, that community. At least like a good ending, I guess, on the bright
Right.
side.
Yeah, and I said that to Michael because Michael's like, if I play with these big bands and then I retire and I never play again, so be it. Like I said, go out on top like Ozzy did. It was a little creepy how, hey, dude, I did. Nothing to be ashamed of. I cried as well. I get emotional. Um, but does it blow your mind that he got that one last concert out of him and then went? Like, doesn't that freak you out at all? Or,
That was really crazy. Like, yeah, when I saw the news, actually, the way that I saw the news was the American Mosh Pits page posted an article, and I was scrolling on Facebook, and I saw that right away, and I was like, what? No way. And then, yeah, I Googled it, and I was like, wow, no way. Yeah, and yeah, it was just
That's pretty
wild.
wild. Because and Vin had told me, Vin said we actually broke it before any of the major stations. I'm like, huh? He said, yeah. He said we
Yeah.
broke it like right. I'm like, damn. Um, play more free dips. I actually do have a song that I want to play, and in a short few minutes, it's one from Cody Parks, and we got to play that because we're checking them out this weekend. Cody Parks and 30 South. We'll do that in a few minutes. But so after, let me see, where are we at? 9:36. So after an hour and 36 minutes, would you pursue podcasting?
I feel like I don't have that like weird imposter syndrome where like I couldn't do this on my own, you know? Like I feel like couldn't like think of as much to come up with on my own. So it's like incredible props to you for running this on your own every night and like putting on so many episodes. That is incredible. But yeah,
Thank you.
me, I feel like I could co-host if anything, but running it all like you do, that's impressive. I don't think I could really do it right now.
It is tough at times, and there is, I joke around about the podcast writer's block. There's times you're like, that story's not good. That story stinks. This question stinks. And a lot of people are like, you ask a lot of the same questions. I kind of do because it's the basic stuff that people want to know,
Hmm.
but it's a bit of a bitch. Musical conspiracy: Slipknot's secret timer ran out the day before Ozzy's death was announced. Timers for limited edition blood vinyls. Oh, that's creepy. Now that's really creepy. I am like getting freaked out. Don't freak me out on my own podcast and make me look like a goofball. I'm freaked out. We like to give shout outs to people in our emoji section that send us thumbs up and love and hearts and all that. So, thumbs up by Dale Myers, Todd Fry, and Cheyenne Ettinger, who has helped us out on the show plenty of times as guest co host. Hello. We get some hearts from Michael Dunn and Taylor Moody. Thank you, Taylor. Cody Hayes. Thank you, brother. Whale Fall, who'll be on here in a few weeks, and Angela Marie, who does some co hosting with me as well. Like I always say, you come for Jeff, you stay for the lovely co-host. Nobody wants to hear me all night.
I don't think I'm that interesting now, but thank you.
Trust me, you've already won this audience, and everybody's like, God, I just wish the dude with the beer would go blank, and we could hear the girl talk for another half hour.
Is that another one of your s'mores banana beers, or is that a different one now?
This is actually iced tea vodka by
Um,
Stateside Vodka. They're called Surfside, and I got to tell you, my wife swears that she put them on the map. Maybe she did. See, there. Hey, man. So Jossalyn, here's the deal. When Cody comes on the show, we're gonna need you to come back and co-host because he's already shown me he's a fan. S'mores
that
banana
was
beer is.
crazy.
See, now you've got fans already. It's actually banana
Oh,
cookies
cookies
and
and cream. I
cream
thought it was s'mores for
ice cream.
some reason. Yeah, but that's
Close.
still a wild combo.
It is, and it goes down pretty good. I have to work tomorrow. I'm off Friday. I'll be in the trenches on Saturday. So Sunday I'm gonna sleep like a baby. So yeah.
Can enjoy it while you can. I also got work in the AM.
Oh, do you really, man? Isn't that
Yeah.
horrible?
It's all right. Gotta do what we can.
But I want to do this one, like I said, this weekend. And for some of you metal bands out there, a few dudes got no plans coming up this weekend, try and check out. I'm gonna blow us up again. Get ready. Rock the Mountains, January 25th, 26th, 27th at the Allegheny County Fairgrounds in Cumberland, Maryland. Saturday, I'll be there with American Mosh Pits doing some interviews, filming, crowd, band. He's going to interview Cody Parks and the Dirty South. Saliva's in the house any given Sunday, Buck Cherry, and a bunch of other bands. July 27th, Sunday, Everclear, who is one of my wife's absolute favorites. Rehab will be in the house. Friday night, 10 years. I love 10 years. Got to see them at Lovedress, Blackstone Cherry. Great event. American Mosh Pits in the house. The Yo-Show in the house. A little collab, as they say. So, check it out. Trust me, if I ever hit the lottery, I'm flying people out to concerts every friggin' weekend. Because you know what? They'll be at my house. They'll be at my big mansion. And we'll have concerts every night. And
That'd be the dream, right?
It is the dream. There's the American Mosh Pit slogan. Make sure I put that up there, too. Headbangers Ball, shout out to Saving Vice, Fight From Within, and In Memory. Dude, Saving Vice has been on here. Awesome. Fight From Within has been in there. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Show's going to be hot. It is going to be. I wish you could be there. Like I said, man, I want to start flying people out to these shows. All right, let's do this one. Since American Mosh Pits are my dudes, and they're going to be interviewing Cody Parks in the Dirty South, which they're super excited for, let's do a song. It's called Thunder Crash 69 by Cody Parks and the Dirty South. If you're watching on Facebook and it suddenly goes quiet, that's because I just said, screw the trademark, I'm playing this friggin' song. We started the video midway through. We got about another 4 minutes of it. Check it out. We'll come back. We'll talk about who's going to be on the show. We'll beg Jossalyn to come back one more time, and we'll have more fun. This is the Yo-Show Wednesday night. Cody Parks in the Dirty South. Thunder, Thunder Cash 69. We'll be right back.
Do that. Get out!
I hear that train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me so, and you always be a good boy, don't you ever fuck with guns. But I shot a man in Monroe just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Folks eating in a fancy Dolly car. They're probably smoking reefer and drinking PBR. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. Well, those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. From the prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And dying young like a endless poetry. My motor's psycho nightmare freak out inside of me. My soul's salvation, liberation on the drive. The power of the blaster, move me faster. 1969.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it, DM, when he actually talks out the lyrics. Cody Parks and the Dirty South. What is this? I did not turn off. Oh, that was on. Turn it off anyway. I enjoyed that. I
That's
liked that a
interesting.
lot. I'm really looking forward to. It is definitely different.
I
Somebody
liked it though, yeah.
described it. Right. Somebody described it as country metal.
Country
I'm here
rock.
for it. I'm here for it. And like I said, if you're in the area, you can catch that band, Cody Parks and the Dirty South, along with Buck Cherry, Saliva, Any Given Sin, etc., at the Rocky Mountains concert. Of course, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Big campground, the Allegheny County Fairgrounds. People are going to be camping. My wife, of course, found a hotel instead. She's not a camper. I'm okay with that. It's a 4 or 5 hour drive for us. We'll be staying out there. American Mosh Pits will be in the house Saturday. They're going to be interviewing Cody Parks. Hopefully I can get in on that. Thank you, Kevin. I like that too. Yeah, it was really good stuff. So Jossalyn, I got to tell you, and I sent it in this little text message. Sometimes we talk back and forth, make sure we're in our comfort zone. The Metal Boys seem to like having you on, Jossalyn. I think we found a niche for you here, talking to the metal bands and metal dudes. Everybody's already saying you got to come back for this, you got to come back for that, and
Thank
you know, sure. And if Taylor's out there, Taylor, we love you too. You two may just have to fight it out to find out who gets this yo show nights with certain bands.
I'm sure that we can easily like flip back and forth because unfortunately I do go back to college here at the end of August. So I will be a little busy, but I should be able to pop in here whenever I have the chance. No, I would like to come back, and it is nice because you're exposing me to new artists and bands that I've never heard of before, like Cody Parks I've never heard of, but that sounds really cool. So check out some more artists, learn some new people, and yeah, it seems pretty cool.
I'm with that. Thank you, and I appreciate that. And that's kind of the goal. Like we want artists to be heard, and like a Tuesday night I do it with Jewel, and Jewel's like, "Oh, I'm not the biggest metal person. I'll listen to it, but I'm not a big metal person." So I said, "You know what? I'll gear metal towards Wednesday night, and the metal fans and the metal bands. And as you know, they're all starting to pick it up. They come out, they watch, they check it out. Zach, American Mosh Pits have been big help to kind of build a metal community here. Like we'll still do other things on Wednesdays too. Like we have Versailles coming up next Wednesday. They're not a metal band, but they're very cool. So I like that, and I appreciate the fact that you're feeling the new exposure I'm trying to bring to everybody. And let's take a look what's coming up in the next few weeks. So, of course, oh my God, I forgot to clean some of this up. That's the night who they fear. So next Tuesday night, Tim Johnson Jr., he's a local Philadelphia artist. He was on our show back. We just did audio. He's coming in video now. Great guitar player. Philly kid. Great time. We look forward to that. July 30th, as I said. Next Wednesday, we welcome the band Versailles, local band. My man Dan works at Guitar Center. Love you, Dan. Love Versailles. They'll be here July 30th. August 5th, holy crap, Tuesday night, and Jules going to have to become a metal girl because the ultimate metal band, Suicide Puppets on August 5th. They're super cool. August 6th, the guys were in here earlier. Whalefall will be in the house on August the 6th. August 12th, formerly of... God, I forgot the band name, so I just embarrassed myself. Don't 6th Century. Formerly of 6th Century, Brady Hearn. I know, it does happen. But Brady Hearn will be back. Great drummer. He's got his own band out now. We're going to talk all about that. August 13th, Union 251. Of course, they were in the chat room tonight. Thank you. August 19th, we celebrate 8 years of the Yo Show. It's going to be our 8-year anniversary. And, hey, if you want to pop in as part of the segment of guest co-hosts of the past, we welcome you to because we're going to do that. Jewel doesn't know if that show's going to be about 4 hours long, and she has no choice because I'm going hard for 8 years. I earned it. August 26th, the pop punk band No Takebacks. August 27th, singer Rebecca Lee Russell. September 3rd, Dead Within Days. Tuesday the 23rd, we kick off Halloween with Kelsey Living Good as Mischief the Clown. There's a couple others to sneak in there that I booked recently. Um, Wednesday, August 20th, of course, Alien Frequency will be on the program. Psyched for that one. September 2nd, The Circus Arts. MMR's Band of the Month. Circus Arts will be here September 9th. One of my favorites from Dying Oath, Mindy Jackson, will be on the program. Look forward to that. October 7th, Suede Aces. And there's some others I got to clean up in here for some of these metal bands that are on there. Going to make sure that I got yours all in. Yeah, right? I love seeing your homies on the list, too, because you're bringing it. You bring the winners. Michael Hayes and Katie Baxter should co-host sometime. You know, the door's always open. Don't forget about our interview. Bro, what day do we have you on? I'm looking and I don't want to forget it. Here's the one thing that's hard about this, Jossalyn.
You got a lot planned, it sounds like.
Your calendar is a bitch.
I feel it, though.
Right? Oh my God, the calendar is the hardest part. And I got to look back now and see when we scheduled Cody. Oh man, if I double build, I'm going to be sick. It happens sometimes. It honestly does.
You got a lot.
I'm going to do that. Meanwhile, Jossalyn is going to sing the Jeopardy theme song. Alien Frequency. I'm pretty sure I did announce you guys. Did I not? Alien Frequency? Yeah, August the 20th. I didn't type it in the thing yet, but we announced you. We're on. We got you. Gosh, it is tough. Shout out to another great artist who was on our show recently. A thumbs up from David Ryan Derenick Jr. Thanks, dude. You haven't given me a lot of bands, dude. It's funny. Jossalyn, like Zach just goes and like, hey, Yoshi, how about? And I'm trying to write them down. Sometimes I'm like half asleep. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, Fabricate, we got to book them. Whalefall will be here. We got them lined up. So, Jossalyn, I hate to say it because there's really no pay in the Yoshi, but school's going to have to wait. We've got to tell the metal bands, you got to get your ass back in this seat at least once a month.
I will definitely try to be here. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I actually just got hired as a graduate assistant. So I'll be actually a teaching assistant. I'll be like teaching little lectures and grading things, but I've never done this before. So it'll be like a whole new experience for me. I've worked at like a Dollar General for the past 5 years, just making what I can for the gas money to get to classes and back. But you know, you got to start out with what you can. Money is money. And so yeah, now I'm going to be doing like a whole different thing. I have to see like, yeah, what my assignment is. I don't even know like what time I'll be teaching class. So we'll find out. And I think it's a fun little double life. I'm like an academic professional, and then like my hobbies is to go let out my stress and all that and the mosh pits.
Wow. I admire it because when I was your age as a younger dude, it was kind of about, all right, I want to go out, I want to check out bars, I want to, excuse me, but I want to get laid. And that was a dude's mentality. Now look at the dudes. Yeah, it might take me 2 seconds to get ready, but you're like teaching, going to school, going to concerts, content creating. I'm blown, like I am just knocked back on my seat big time.
It is like work 24/7, but yeah, we're trying. I don't know why I'm like stringing myself thin, but got lots of hobbies.
You do it well, and like I said, when I said the magic of social media, when I found your profile, I'm like, all right, this girl looks really cool. Like, let's check her out. Let's ask. Of course. I said, let's ask. And you were very receptive, and you said, yeah, I'd like to try it out first, which you did. A little talk through the other day. Your voice surprised me. You look like you have a very high-pitched, kind of dainty voice. You're like, no, you got a great voice for radio. It's
good to know.
Right, and again, no disrespect. It's kind of a sultry voice. It's got a nice pitch and delivery to it. So, yeah, I think you're cut out for this. And I think
that might be also because I just blew out my vocal cords at Upheaval Festival.
You did say that. Perhaps. You did say that. Yes. Maybe.
So we're healing, but I have been told it's like a lower voice for a female, for sure, yeah.
Wow. So, look at that. Whalefall has a big fan base in 570, even though they are nowhere near us. And that's okay. We like that. That's what I'm saying. Metal is big in this area. And this section of the East Coast because everybody shares everybody and bands from here go on festivals, and when they come back, say, yeah, we hung out with this one, and everybody jumps on board. Perfect way to do it. And I thank you for coming on despite your bad vocal cord. That was brave.
We're getting better. It's all right. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Absolutely, we did have a blast, and a few minutes to go. And in that few minutes, I of course want to. We ran the Who They Fear. I want to run this real quick once I find it because Lord knows I got 1,000 banners
One
here.
more song.
And we have no more songs. We just have the
Oh
closeout
no.
song. Yeah, no, no. See,
Gotcha.
I suck at this. I suck at this. She man.
Oh no,
Hey, I
you're
found the
doing
right to
great.
the questions. Thank you. You're doing great yourself. I forgot where the banner was. It's up here. There it is. I'm going to run Jossalyn's links down the bottom.
Oh, thank
Her
you.
YouTube,
Appreciate it.
Linktree, of course, and check it out. And you have something that says via email for questions and collabs. I saw that on I think your Instagram. So if you got a podcast or you're a band and you want Jocelyn to kind of link and do some work and maybe guest
It'd be cool, I
co-host
guess.
or
Yeah.
anything,
Start a new
hit her up.
thing.
I know, right? I think you're good for it. I think this is you. We blow out our blowhole every now and again. That's okay. Um, we're gonna save Will, folks. They're coming on the show. We save it for when they get on here. Um, I know it's terrible of me to do, but that's how we leave the anticipation.
Suspense building.
Exactly. Thank you for that. On the way out, I gotta pay homage to my dudes from St. Ricketts. I love you, Zach, and 99.9% of the time you're right. By the way, new Yo Show stickers have arrived. I promised you to do a few of them. So if I
Nice.
promise you stickers, resend me your address. I'll get one out to you. We got 2 big packs of these. Ben said bring some this weekend, so we will. Jocelyn, if you want one, hit me up. We got
They look great.
they're awesome. We got little pins coming as well, like 2 inch or 3 inch
I did
pins.
hear that in the past episode, so that's
Yes,
cool.
pins. I love that you listen. That's absolutely right.
I'm
Hey, I'm
becoming a
actually,
regular viewer now.
it's making me blush. It is a blush.
It's a good show.
I want mine even saved. That's why I didn't go, hey, you played okay. Right. Save them for your night, dude, because when the bands come on, it's pretty much their night. And the guest co-host. I'm just some jackass that pushes buttons. Trust me.
You make it all happen.
Oh, you're great. You're good for my confidence, too. Love it. So, everybody out there, no need to take a picture for past memories. You will see Jossalyn Rogalski on this program again very soon. So thank you.
We'll have to set that up for sure.
I'm down for that. And once again, down the bottom, YouTube, Jossalyn_Rogalski. Check out her videos. They're fun. There's a lot of them up there.
I
And
just started that actually this January. My biggest platform is TikTok, but I have the same username on all platforms.
there you go. It's that easy. Paul Howell give us Paul Hollowell give us a caring embrace. Thank you. Linktree, of course, that's where you can find most of her stuff, including a link to tonight's episode. That geeked the shit out of me. I love it. And totally great. I want to thank you so much for coming on and spending the night with us. I really had a blast. In all seriousness, honestly, which I rarely do. I rarely get overly serious here, but you were terrific. This was such a great time.
Well, thank
Hard
you.
to tell. Yeah, hard to tell you're a beginner outside a little bit of tech in the beginning, but you seem to fix that as well. So you fixed it on the fly, killed live, absolutely kicked ass tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I don't know what was going on with the tech either because I literally just like did nothing really. It just like seemed to fix itself. So got lucky.
Sometimes it's just like that right little spot in the room. Like I said, it took me a while. If you people want to subscribe to us on YouTube and you want to go way back in the archives, you'll be like, God, this guy sucks. He's
You
gotten
got to start
better.
somewhere though.
Right, exactly. We used to suck way back in the day. Jewel will be the first one to tell you. We are out of here for tonight. Once again, massive thanks to Who They Fear. Massive thanks to Jossalyn Rogalski. And a humongous thanks to everybody
Thank
that
you.
got in that chat section tonight. And the great bands that did. And the fans. And the people. Remember, a couple weeks we celebrate 8 years of this friggin' nonsense. We take you out with our boys. Thank you. From St. Ricketts. This is the Catalyst off their self-titled debut album, St. Ricketts. Have a great night. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Introduce yourself.